Mic check, mic check. Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm here to check. Mic, check, check, check. Hold on, I'm putting my apron on. Can't see this. Mike. You call me Mike, mic check. They checked my mics and my mic check. Anyway, hey, how you doing? I know I'm not there, but like, I'm about to be there. So don't worry. Yes, that's right. It is me. Welcome. What's up? Am I? Ooh, Thanksgiving. All right, we're here. Hello, people, and welcome. It's your boy, Pro Pablo, and we are making a nice and simple, easy dish. It is the chicken sweet corn soup. You're gonna need Big Bertha for this one. With a lot of water. Giving it a blessing. Bit of a rinse before we get in with it, but yeah. Hi. Hello. It's me, Pablo. And we're gonna make a soup. It's gonna be a very nice. I'm gonna start by filling this bad boy up. Because we're gonna need a lot of liquid. Not gonna lie to you. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna get on heat straight away. We're gonna make a lot of soup today. You know? Everyone hear me okay? I hope so. Anyway, basic ingredients. A bit of stock, some chicken, some herbs and spices, some creamed corn, and for kicks we're gonna add in some corn kernels, and then to thicken it up, a bit of egg and a bit of corn flour. Gonna need a lot of salt kind of in this dish, so we get that, you know, satisfying flavor. Pretty straightforward recipe, this one. We've done it, I think, a few times. Let's see how it goes. All we have to do is really cut up the chicken and mix the eggs a little bit, and then we're in. Pretty simple. Simples. But packs an amazing amount of flavor. You know? Got 3 kilos of chicken breasts today that we're going to use. There's my corn flour. Where's my corn flour? Some corn flour. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, yeah. Got a whole thing of corn flour here. Good. Very good, very good, very good. So yeah, hope everyone's good. I've been cranking that Minecraft a lot lately. It's been fun, you know? Been enjoying it. One could even say that it's a vibe. We can't see anything above your mustache, by the way. Oh, ah. What's up with that? Alright, hold on. Yeah, you're right. How do we do this? See FOV. It did zoom in a tiny little bit before I started. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. There we go. I worked it out. Ooh. Thinking skinny. Right. Is that better? We're still kind of not in frame. We just need to be shorter, you know? Hold on. Maybe that's better. Who needs to see the front of the table? Not me. Anyway, yeah, cool. All right, take two. Hi, welcome everyone. Kidding. Need to sharpen this knife. You can see all the chips in it. First time in your life you're too tall, Keck. Yeah, someone's funny. Someone's got jokes. Alright, so, yes, we've done this a couple times before, I think. Chicken sweet corn soup. It simply is such an easy to make dish. It's very hard to screw it up, but it is possible. One way to screw it up is by having off chicken, which we did a couple streams ago. Not great. Cool. Yeah, I like getting nice little diced bits for the chicken. I just feel like that really goes a long way. Bit of chicken fat, nice. Haven't used this board for a minute because we have some bad habits sometimes and use the veggie chopping board for other things such as chicken. Naughty, naughty us. Naughty, naughty, naughty. You naughty, naughty. So you can use different cuts of chicken, and that's totally fine. Personally, I like using chicken breast for this because easy to prepare. You know, you slice that chicken in half, thickness-wise, then you dice her up. Then Robert's your uncle. Who is Robert? It's like a saying that we have in Australia here. Surely some other country uses it too. Yo, been AFK but haven't disconnected yet. Thank for fixing. It's okay. Hopefully removing those two mods, I think especially the Distant Horizons one, will improve performance. At least that is what I like to think. Hopefully this won't be too long of a stream. Because I am not going to lie to you, I wouldn't mind hopping back on Minecraft for like 1 more hour. Let's be real. We want to know life this game. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll be at my partner's. But Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be at mine. I'll be streaming. we be streaming. It's been very wet where I have been lately, and also very humid and a bit hot, which has set in a little bit of mold in my apartment. It's a very old apartment. It's like from the 60s. I can see it on my front door, just from moisture buildup in the apartment, which sucks. Thing is, I'm not even really at my apartment that much anymore. Not anywhere near as much, you know, not daily. Just sucks when you see that. You might also see it often in your own bathrooms, because there's a lot of moisture in your bathrooms. And you don't get ventilation. That's what happens, you know? When you have to close the windows to stop the rain from coming in, it does nothing but rain for a whole week, you start to run into a bit of a dilemma. Yeah, everything seems less laggy now. Oh, I'm glad. I was noticing in the logs that Distance Horizon was having some errors. I'm okay with removing that mod if that means that the game runs better for everyone. Got approval from my partner that we're gonna wear Easter bunny costumes. They're those like full body costumes where you're like a pink bunny or a purple bunny or something, with like a white tummy. You know what I mean there. I think it'd be super cool. I'm gonna dress up as bunnies. It's gonna be pretty cool. A lot of chicken already. I love how simple this dish is. One of the easiest dishes in my repertoire to make. And yet so delicious. Muy delicioso. That is a big chicken breast. It's a massive fucking chicken, I swear to God. They put some steroids in these chickens these days. It's actually a bit of truth to that, you know? Genetically modified chickens, chicky wikis. Alright. So far so good, and we're just one pack down. Minimal prep required for this soup, which is also the great thing. The drawback being, you don't get as much veg. Not as much nutrition as a lot of the other dishes that I cook. You know, all of those vegetables that I prepare every time, things like the capsicum or bell peppers, broccoli, mushrooms, onions, garlic. Probably could put garlic in this. Yeah, carrot. A lot of those things we miss out on that level of nutrition. We miss out on things like, you know, all that potassium, other vitamins and minerals that you can enjoy in a lot of those vegetables. But this is a great comfort meal. Great with a bit of crusty bread, or even just on its own. Bunny onesies, yeah, pretty much. Pretty excited for that. We've got a nice little announcement coming around at Easter with our little costumes. You never know. Maybe I'll show you guys a little sneak peek into IRL me, into IRL pads. Nah, no one wants that. Gross. Insert gross emoji. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on. Always a busy bee. Imagine something crazy like that. Ooh, baby pubs. Well, nah. Be absurd. Water's going on alright. Could look at putting some stock in there soon. Smells like chicken. Do you like tom yum soup? I think I've only had it, honestly, a couple times in my life. I think it'd be something totally cool to make. It'd be a good idea. Winter is coming. You know nothing, Jon Snow. So, that could be a possibility, you know? Could even make some laksa. Could make some ramen. I like making a spicy miso ginger chicken ramen. I think I've made that before, IRL, and yeah, pretty delish. Tom yum soup, huh? We have a spicy boy. Laksa. I don't really have tom yum soup that often though. It's got to be good. It always is going to be good. We'll do our research. But one thing that I've been discussing with my partner, she was like, "Oh, what are you gonna cook next?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll make a series." I was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "I kind of want to make like another dish because I'm almost out of my deviled sausages. We need another dish, and you know, it's starting to cool down a lot lately and get a bit colder, more winter weathery." And I was like, "Hey, look, I've never made an Irish stew before. Now, this would have been a great idea to make on St. Patrick's Day, but you know, I didn't think that far ahead. So yeah, maybe I'll make some Irish stew. Now, I'm open to any recipe suggestions, Grego, if you have any tips and tricks while I go and do my research. But yeah, I'd be keen to make. I've never made Irish stew before, so I think that'd be super neat. We're thinking maybe could do an Easter special for Pablo's baking. Well, we could, you know, make some hot cross buns. Make some chocolate hot cross buns or something together. I think that'd be super neat, you know? Something fun, something different. It's either that or I was thinking of making an opera cake. Just waiting on bully bedding. Malaysian, Singaporean laksa, not Thai laksa. Okay, Irish stew is comforting as weak, but won't be a lot of flavor. Yeah, hot cross bunnies. So, look, you say that, Greg, but we're all about flavor. Now, we can probably change that game and make sure that there is a lot of flavor. Oh. This is something I want to let you all know. So my partner's white, okay? She's white as fuck. You know, you look up, it's like looking at the sun. You're just like, oh my god, that's bright as fuck. Pale as paper. I'm kidding. No, that's me. What I'm meaning to say is, she always has stir fry without rice. She doesn't have stir fry with rice. Doesn't really eat rice. Like at all. Not really something that she has. Never really has curries either. Hi, Pablo's partner. Rice. I know, and like. Now, as someone that, with some Philippine culture, we have rice, literally like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pasta's not really in our vocabulary. And when I made pasta, freshly made pasta for my family over in the Philippines when I was on holiday, that was the first time any single one of them, there's about 30 of them that had my food, that was the first time they ever had freshly made pasta in their whole life. And they were like, oh my God, you need to open a fucking restaurant. And I was just like, nah, miss me with that. That was really a pain in the ass to make pasta fresh. As we have all seen in my previous stream, I had to make 20 like servings or something because big family. Philippines all about them big families. You know what I'm saying? So rice is like an integral part of our diet. Grew up having stir fries with a lot of rice, stews, etc., like chicken adobo, aldareta, and they kare. That's all served with rice. You have rice with all these dishes. And then I just hear yesterday, my partner does not have rice with her stir fry. She just has the stir fry. And I'm like, where is your vessel for the flavor? All that sauce just sits there. What, you end up throwing that away? Because you have leftover sauce on your plate or bowl or whatever. She actually doesn't use bowls, eating meals and stuff. It's always on a plate. Maybe not soup, but Jesus, I'd be so hungry without rice. Yeah. And I was explaining to her, I was just like, it's also like cost efficient. 1 cup of rice is infinitely cheaper than a cup of all of those prepared meats and veggies and sauce that you've had to prepare laboriously and then eat. You could just have a cup of rice, with it, and it just carries that sauce, just like pasta does. It's a carbohydrate. That's what it does. She's just like, yeah, nah, you don't really have rice, hey? And I'm like, you what? You what? Anyway, something's got to give at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Either she's going to be eating rice, or I'm not going to be eating rice. I don't think there's going to be a middle ground with that. Yeah, it's just odd for me as a half Asian. Surprisingly not Mexican. Yeah, no rice. It's just astounded me for the rest of the day. She's like, I don't get how it's so surprising. I'm like, I don't get how you don't have rice with your stir fry. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, that was my shock for the day. Week, month, year, maybe. It's just odd. But yeah, I think, with this winter weather coming around, some soups, some stews, some tom yum, I think will be really cool. Gonna need to watch the spice level, because apparently the brekkie burritos I made are too spicy, but lightly bearable. The things you do. Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely would like to crank out an Irish stew. I think that'll be fun. Won't do it this time, like this stream, because obviously we've got the soup. But yeah, maybe next week. Because by then, might be done with all my brekkie burritos, and might be done with all my deviled sausages. We'll have some soup, of course, but things can be just frozen. Yeah, I can just freeze this. Cool. Chicken done. I can understand though, I didn't like rice till I was older and actually cooked it properly. Yep. Yes, she also does not have a rice cooker. I'm also like, what are you doing with your life? Because you don't have a rice cooker? You know, different cultures. It's just baffling. Genuinely was surprised. It's like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you get your stir fries and whatever you pick, but you always get like a fried rice or something, right? Some people get just steamed rice, but I would definitely pick fried rice every time. Right? Like, for me, it just seems absurd. Well, you just buy a beef and black bean, you buy a lemon chicken or something, and that's it. You don't have rice with that. It's like having a burger with no fries. For me, it's wild. Anyway, I just thought it was super interesting. Definitely a culture shock for me. Just wasn't in a dime. You save so much money too. Definitely, she was a big mashed potato person when younger. Well, so in Australia, we don't call, bechamel sauce bechamel, culture-wise. Fresh steamed rice, so good. Don't have one either, just use a pot. Ooh! Just use our pot. Ooh! Ooh! T-Rex arms. Ooh! What? Just get a rice cooker. It's literally like $10 at the shop. It's a rice cooker. It cooks rice just perfect every time. You can't fuck it up. $10 from Kmart. Exactly. Oh, there we go. We need this bad boy boiling. Find me a Kmart Island. Alright, a Target, whatever, whatever they call it. The equivalent there, Greg's something. Silly Sollies. Crazy Clarks. Reject Shop. I'm just talking about discount stores that we have in Australia. Sorry. Little. Nah. It's just a Walmart, an Irish Walmart. An Irish Walmart, you see. You like me an Irish accent? It's alright, it's not St. Paddy's Day anymore. I don't have to do it. Reject Shop. Tesco. Ooh, Tesco. Yeah. Yeah, that's something. That's something. Come on, boil, you little. But Big Bertha. Alright, let's crack our eggs while we got the time. Got a lot of moths watching intently. I need like a freezer bag or something. So I can put the eggshells in a bag to go in the compost. In the compost. Da, 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 da. In the compost. telling my partner I want to buy like a big piece of land and have it like it's a compound. Yeah. We all have like our own little house. Our mum has a house. Her mum has a house. We all have a little granny flat and stuff. We can all kind of take care of the veggie garden together and so on. Call me crazy, I just thought it'd be neat. Hurry up, boil faster. I was able to find some relatively cheap eggs today. It's like $7 for a dozen of 800 grams. Because all the other smaller dozen packs were, they had like a broken egg, something in them. So no one was picking them. So it's either go large or go home, or just get a broken one. Start working out stock in. Just going to use all of these stock cubes. We've got like a dozen. Because 1 cube equates to about 1 liter of stock. We've also got this chicken bone broth thing that we'll add. Saw it, my partner was like, "Ooh, this is really good. I had some this one time." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty good." $5! Yeah, it's $5 for that one 500ml bag. Don't know if in the grand scheme of, 15 liters of soup, if it's going to make that much of a difference, but live, love, laugh. We're so negative today. We're really digging into my partner. Nah, she's great. She really is. Whoop. Had a good weekend. Went to the footy. Saw the Lions beat the Cats. It was quite dramatic, actually, because so the Cats are my partner's team and mine's the Lions. Big fan, go Lions! Lions. Anyway, it was good. It was a good start. We were looking pretty alright, and it was like roughly even scores, and then. So the game goes by quarters. So in the first quarter we were kind of neck and neck. Second quarter we got thrashed, and all of a sudden became 16-48. Just getting absolutely walloped. And then third quarter, decided to buy some merch because I didn't have a Lions scarf and hoodie, beanie, sorry. And I was like, look, I buy this merch, it's going to turn around. Third quarter's premiership quarter. Back when I used to play footy when I was a lot younger. That's what my coach used to always call it. Third quarter's the premiership quarter. It's where you win your game. And yeah, my Lions came back from being absolutely thrashed to winning by 9 points. Bit of a thriller. Started off quite wet. We bought those emergency ponchos that you pay like $2 for. And that was really great. My partner Warren, she looked very funny. I was not going to wear mine because it wasn't that wet yet. And then it just stopped raining, so just took it off. It was pretty cool. Great match. Enjoyable. She was very happy in the first half because I was getting flogged and her team was winning. But then we came around and I went from being quiet to be like, "Yeah." Anyway, yeah, it was a good match. It's close to getting to boiling point, which is great because this is when it all happens. You know what I'm saying? We've only got about 8 liters of liquid in there, but you got 3 kilos of chicken going in there. We got 10 eggs going in. We got another 500 ml of bone broth. I bought 6 cans of creamed corn. We might only end up using like 4. And I bought a can of corn kernels because I was like, yeah, you know, let's get a bit of stuff going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, know what I'm saying? I don't. So yeah, it'll come to about 12 liters worth of soup. So I think that'll be good. Where's my salt? I'm just going to put in the whole salt rock. Simply because a lot of salt's needed. You know what I mean? And the salt will dissolve. So when I move into hers, which will be in a couple months, we're going to have a nice upgrade with our cooking stream. Be quite the upgrade indeed. It will be looking pretty good. I actually will have time to plan and I won't have to work with what I've got, which is a kitchen that's just slowly getting moldy. Gross. Ew. It's just an old apartment, unfortunately. Might not have a cooking stream for like a couple weeks, but it'll be worth it. I'm excited. I'm keen for it. It's about time. I might get upgrades with the lights because I've got these giant lighting things going on. Maybe I might just get these key lights that are just like a smaller profile. I'll make a little bit of an upgrade to the stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me, dog? Getting real close to being able to start adding things in. It says on the recipe that it has to add it when you're adding other stuff. We're about to be adding other stuff, so it's a nice dark brown looking complexion. Made in Thailand. Yeah, surprising. Something that's not made in China. Interesting. It's definitely added a nice level of flavor to the soup. I can smell it. Good flavor. It's very good, very good, very good, very good. Gonna be filling up that recycling bin today, baby. I like that. Yeah, it added a nice level of flavor. That was cool. I approve. The only problem is it costs $1 million per packet. Don't approve of that. Well, watching a pot boil, ladies and gentlemen. I know how absurd that sounds,
yes,
but this
Daddy.
is what's going on. Yeah, what's up, Boogles? How's your Minecraft going? The great thing is, while I'm cooking right now, all of the iron I have at home is smelting. And I've got a lot of redstone, which is perfect because I need redstone, I need carbon, I need diamonds, which I got a little bit of. And I need a lot of iron. I need a lot of iron to be able to do this mechanism stuff. Luckily, I got a lot of iron. Yo, Little Ghetto! What's up, my guy? Little Ghetto, long time no see. How you doing? Croissant! I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. How's things? How's life? How you doing? How you be? Has life been good? Good to see you again. It's really hot in here now. Yeah, I can see the mold. Oh, my fridge. This whole place needs a clean. I'm lovely. How are you? Good, 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 good. We've been busy. You know, I haven't been able to stream as much until very recently, as in this week. Got a Minecraft server going. Got modded Minecraft. It's been going well. Been enjoying. Slurp has been on it. It's been good. Even Mr. Boogles has hopped on. He's playing Minecraft for the first time in his life. No lifing it. Getting on that stream. Yeah, you know, things have been good. Things have been good. Gonna be moving house in a couple months. Yeah, in pretty much a couple months from now. So it's gonna be big move, moving into my partner's. BRB ads. This is why you gotta subscribe. Welcome to the exclusive footage where there's no ads. What up, it's your boy, Pro Boy. I needed to just proper boil. Back. Yes! Welcome back, Little Ghetto. Yeah, so I'm moving house in a couple months. Moving into my partner's. So hopefully gonna be able to save money better. You know, you get to that point in your life, right, where you're starting to get a bit old, because went to the Good Guys. Yeah, Good Guys is like an electronics appliance kind of store. You know, they've got relatively okay deals. Chicken corn soup, eh? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, went to the store because we were looking to buy a dryer because we were just sick of letting things really slowly dry when it's wet. And we fell in love with this laundry center. It's this $3,000 machine that has cute picture buttons for what you want to do for your loads and dryer functions. And then it has a door, it does like 12 kilos for the washer and 9 kilos for the dryer. And they're two separate devices in the one machine called a laundry center. I'm waiting for the stock to boil a little bit at the moment. We are. And so we were testing it out, and oh, it just sounds so cool. All the little sounds and stuff. We were looking at a LG wash tower as well, but I also saw online that they had about 1 billion bad reviews because people didn't know how to use it properly. Apparently there was an eco mode that had to turn off and it would work properly. But anyway, pay me 3K, I'll dry your clothes. Mate, cost me 3K just to send it over to you. Send me back an Irish stew while you're at it. And like, you know, I just thought it'd be a really good investment for the future and stuff. It's like, yep, we get this. We will never have to stress about that stuff again. So I'm going to go in with the liquids from the corn kernels. Because flavor. Now we're going to go in with the creamed corn. And make sure we get all of it. That's hot. That's a hot boy.
Hey.
Oh yeah, let me know how to change the sleeping percentage command. Yeah, just thought that the laundry center was just such a cool device. Both of us were just like, no, we need to get this. It's a heat pump dryer as well, so it is extremely energy efficient comparatively to vented dryers, which are the cheap ones that like destroy your clothing fibers. You know, those old school dryer ones. Heat pump, it just kind of sucks the moisture out of your clothes rather than tumbling it with hot air. It's very energy efficient as well as being a lot nicer on your clothes. It's a bit hot for my hands. You ever played Minecraft, Little Ghetto? Hey, bunny. Oh. It's always good to see you, Little Ghetto. It's a bit hot. I have played Minecraft. Me and my friend used to play a lot. Oh. Yeah, we've been playing this server. A couple people haven't really done a proper survival playthrough before. So it's cool. Grego, of course, is a bit of a veteran. I've gone through vanilla a couple times. Not Manila. I have gone to Manila many times. I think Mr. Boogly's never really played it before either. Yeah, it's cool. If you ever want to hop on the server and play with us, just let us know. Everyone's pretty chill with it. Just playing earlier was nice. I got diamonds. We got our wings and stuff. I did most of the house building and he installed all the farms and sorted. Oh, that's pretty cool. All of us have our own base where we're making our own kind of base of operations and have our own little spot. And yeah, it's been cool. I've got my own deep slate glass mansion thing that I've got going on. I got to make all my heat generators. I'd really like to do that tonight, but I'm not too sure, you know. It is 12:30 at night. I do have work at 8 in the morning. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, we're playing modded. So we've got a whole bunch of new stuff. We've got storage, we've got backpacks, so that if we go for a little cavern run, looking for diamonds and stuff, you've got all the storage in the world, baby. We've also got Farmer's Delight, so we get to grow cool crops and make dishes out of the crops that we grow. It's cool. I've made a lot of ratatouille. Oh, I always forget about the time difference, lol. Yeah. It is the middle of the night for me. It's like 10 a.m. here. Nice, nice. Over in... Yeah, it's a nice time to be awake. Me, not so much. It's a little late in, or early in the morning now. I just need this to come to a boil, honestly. Part of me wants to go in with one more can. I don't want to skimp out on the amount of corn that we've got in here. So we haven't even got the chicken and the egg in yet, but we're about at 11 liters. Cool. 2 main ingredients to add and then some corn flour. Just need the guy to get a little boily. Got a good solid flame, so that's good. Have I got a spare can if I run out? I think I do. Yeah, I got a nice full can. Full can of yums. Oh, it's hot. Come on, boil, 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 boil. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go in. Just gonna go in with it. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Alright, let's get that, let that sit for a bit. Because if I let it come to a boil, it also means that the flavor in there is going to start burning. Being scalded at that temperature. So I actually do want to avoid that from happening. she doesn't knock on my door. That would be awkward. Imagine answering the door at 12:30 in the morning looking like this, with cameras. Oh. That would be super awkward. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good time. Another interesting thing is, I was talking to my partner about making this chicken squid soup. She doesn't thicken her chicken squid soup, nor has she ever added egg. There was another moment where I was like, what? Have some runny ass soup. How Caucasian of you. She watches this. She'd be like, how dare you? How dare you insult me in front of everyone? I think that'd be actually pretty funny. Looking delish, by the way. I'm going to add some ground white pepper because it's a lot easier to deal with than slowly grinding black pepper. A bit of ground ginger. Okay. I think my neighbor's packed it inside now. I think she was picking up a delivery for like food or something. Get that late night snack, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to let this thing cook up. Flame is still good. And it's just under 14 liters. A lot of soup. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, Irish stew, I'm thinking for the next stream. I think it'll be pretty delish. It will make a pretty awesome stew. Moth's going crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to play for like 1 hour. What do we think? Is that too absurd to do that? I mean, I need to wait for the soup to cool after we portion it. So, I guess we have to. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice but to play for an hour while we wait for the food to cool down. Guess my hand's tired, What else are you meant to do? I guess we've got a solid plan. Cool thing is, when you've diced it up and so on, you're cooking in a pot of already pretty hot food. The chicken doesn't take too long to cook. Give it a bit of time there. Oh man. Maybe this is related to the issue of the mold on the door. The fact that, we've got a closed in area, steaming hot pot of soup, and me sweating my balls off. You know what I'm saying? As you do. As you do. Fucking Oreo. Maybe not. Maybe we won't play Minecraft. It is really late at night. Maybe we should try and be responsible. We're going to put our alarm on now for waking up in the morning in case we screw up big time. There we go. 6 hours and 20 minutes away is my alarm. From now. 6 hours and 19 minutes. Good idea, bad idea. I want to play I want to set up a heat generator. I want to make one. If possible, I'd like to make like 8 or 10, but no. It just would be cool, man. I want to make a heat generator. If I can make a battery pack thing too, that'd be epic. I wake up the next day and I've got like a shit ton of like energy just saved and ready to go. I'll spare heat gens if you want. I don't want! I want to make them. I've never done the mod before. I don't want to be handed all the goods like you did with the backpack. It sucks. Appreciate it though. Thank you for the offer. I'm just going to happily, respectfully decline. Yeah, I wanna make the stuff. I think it'd be super cool and get like the whole system working and so on. I think it'd be super neat. Let's have a look. Chicken's looking like it's fairly cooked through. I think in about 5 minutes we can look at, tasting the soup. Fortunately, it doesn't go as quick as when you make a chicken soup in Minecraft. Unfortunately. One exciting thing I'm looking forward to doing is putting caster wheels on this kitchen island, because it's a bitch to move. It's heavy, and this is a vinyl floor, vinyl laminated floor. It's just annoying, to say the least. I think it's an aeroplane, but it sounds like someone mowing their lawn in the middle of the night. A bit weird. Okay, I think we can have a taste. Good chicken flavor. Good chicken flavor. I think let's go in with a touch more salt. We are officially out of salt. If I can, I want to go in with some onion powder. Looking good, looking schmick. We've got a bit of onion powder to flavour. I think we'll stay away from the cayenne after last time. We've got some garlic powder. Let's add a bit into there too. It really does sound like someone's mowing their lawn in the middle of the night. Cool. I think we're good there. We're about 10 minutes away, honestly, from it being done. Pretty simple dish to make. Yeah? Not a lot of ingredients. I really think someone's mowing their lawn in the middle of the night. Or it's one of those street cleaners that scrubs, you know, the road of stuff. That's a good chicken flavor. That's a good flavor. I think we're really close to having this done. Let's try some of the chicken. Yep, chicken's cooked through. Now we can turn the heat off. So this is when we're going to start adding our egg. So we're going in with the egg now. Smelling delicious. One of the easiest dishes you can make at home. Super simple, super full of flavor, super satisfying. Cool thing is, if you're on a bit of a diet, this is great because it's mostly water, honestly. Stuff goes straight through you. Because it's, you know, 80% water. Okay, this is when we're going to start getting it to a nice thickness. We want a nice, thick chicken sweet corn soup, okay? Not too thick, that it, you know, starts to solidify. Here we go. Let it thicken. I think we're going to need a lot more. That looks delicious though. That looks like a legitimately delicious soup. Dissolve that corn flour in just room temperature water. Nice little stir. Now you could put like shallots, scallions, or whatever you want to call them, on top, or chives, to dress the soup when you go to serve it. I didn't get any this time. Second dose of corn flour. That looks like a thick boy. partner's going to like this one. She didn't like the burritos too much. Spicy. Yep. Oh, not gonna lie to you, that's kind of it. Pretty straightforward stuff there, ladies and gents. 14 liters of chicken sweet corn soup just got made. All right, so let's container this up. I don't have the billion of the same type of containers I normally do, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use the ones that are cracked out of their minds, because they will just leak. We don't really use a ladle. Instead, we'll use the jar that we were just using. Okay. Problem is, the first ones that you make won't have a lot of chicken, corn bits, etc. Because they're all kind of sitting down the bottom, which is a bit of a problem. More containers. think this might be like the best chicken soup that I've made. It's got a really good consistency going for it, you know? Tedious process. Which one of these can I do? These round lids, huh? Wax on wax. So. Got 2 and 4. So 2 of these. And then 4 of these. Okay. That one, no. Another one. Maybe I should open my own Chinese restaurant. 4 liters left. I've got these 2 containers. Well, small problem. I think the rest is going to have to go in a big container and frozen. Bit of a shame. Let's turn the gas off on that. Cool. Disconnected. You disconnected. Whoa. All right. So, got a bunch of soup now. Three, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, so far 24 containers. Yum. Oh, it is 1 a.m. Cool. All right, 24 containers and a big one. So, now we just gotta wait for all this to cool down. And that's that, everyone. We have done it. We have made the soup of destiny. That wasn't too bad, you know? Nice fresh soup. Pretty happy with that. Got a lot of servings out of it. Flavor's pretty good. Pretty up there. Cheap, cost effective. Only cost $50 all up with that amount of chicken that I got, being 3 kilos. 6 cans of creamed corn. A chicken bone broth, chicken stock, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, corn flour, and dozen eggs. So, alright. So what would be about just over 30 servings? Yeah, $60. So $2 a serving. $2 each container, ladies and gents. Cost effective dish. Number 1, chicken sweet corn soup. Great amount of protein with the chicken and the eggs in there. And you've got the nutrients from a bit of corn. Packed with flavour. Just an all-round great dish. Cool thing is, we'll be pretty much done with all our dishes too. Just got to clean up Big Bertha. How good is that? Easy to make, easy to maintain, easy to enjoy. Winner in my books, Chief. Clean a big pot. You have a pan in the bottom. Oh, awesome. All right. Done and dusted, ladies and gents. We're going to call it there. Hop on for a little bit on Minecraft. Because I genuinely have to wait for these things to cool down. I can't let them cool for 6 hours. That just significantly shortens the shelf life of these dishes. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to put the lids half on to stop the moths, bloody moths, from getting it, or significantly reduce the probability of them flying into the food. You know what I mean? All of this. Minimal amount of cleaning required. Save. And that's that. We are done there, ladies and gents. So I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to obviously hop on in a couple of minutes again. Just fluff around a bit in Minecraft. Try and get one of these heat generators made. I'm excited. I've been trying to do it for the past couple of days. I just didn't have the resources and preparation for it. We've made up a bit of a base now, so fingers crossed it's going to go well. Oh, I'm going to show you what I got to do. Oh shit, spilled some soup. Every single time I end this stream, I have to move my kitchen island back. Oop, gonna turn that bad boy off. And stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch. Put that phone away. What can you use? I'm waiting for a massive collapse and a new Twitch clip of the year. Wow. This fucking guy. It's heavy. This kitchen island. It's even heavier on this laminated floor. Alright, there we go. Finished cooking. 1 in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, I Hope you have a lovely day or not where you may be. I'm sweating. It's your boy Pro Pablo signing out. Hooroo. Yeah, I don't know what that was either. Bye.